Every single morning you wake up with the same thought. Today will be different. Today you'll finally become productive. Today you'll start working on your goals. Today you'll fix your life. And before the day even begins, you watch one motivational video, one productivity reel, one how to change your life video. It gives you hope. It gives you energy. It makes you feel like you're about to become a completely different person. But then what happens? Be honest with yourself. A few hours later, you're back in the same routine. Scrolling, overthinking, watching more videos, planning, imagining, but not doing. And slowly, without realizing it, you start losing trust in yourself. Not because you're incapable, not because you're stupid, not because you're lazy, but because you've trained your brain to confuse consumption with progress. And that is the trap nobody talks about. See, earlier people used to waste time on entertainment. Netflix, memes, random videos, mindless scrolling. Now people waste time differently. Now they consume self-help videos, productivity content, discipline podcasts, motivational speeches. And because it sounds productive, they think they're improving. But let me ask you something. If watching self-improvement content actually changed lives, then why are so many people still stuck? Why do people spend years watching motivation, but still struggle to wake up on time, stay consistent, or finish what they start? Because information is not transformation. Action is, and your brain does not understand the difference between watching success and creating success. That's why after watching productivity content, you feel motivated for a few minutes. Your brain gets dopamine. It feels rewarded. It feels like progress is happening. But in reality, nothing changed. Your room is the same. Your habits are the same. Your routine is the same. Your life is the same. The only thing that changed is that now you feel temporarily inspired. That's it. And this is why so many people are addicted to self-improvement content. Not because it changes them, but because it makes them feel better without requiring real effort. It becomes emotional comfort. Just like scrolling social media helps people escape sadness for a while. Motivational content helps people escape the guilt of not taking action. For a few minutes, you feel hopeful. You feel capable. You feel productive. But once the video ends, reality comes back. And the painful truth is this. Most people are not addicted to growth. They are addicted to the feeling of growth. There's a huge difference. Real growth is uncomfortable. Real growth is repetitive. Real growth is boring. Nobody wants to hear that part. Everybody loves the idea of becoming successful. Nobody loves the process. Because the process is waking up and doing the same thing again and again and again, even when you don't feel motivated. That's where most people quit. Not because they can't do it, but because consistency feels boring compared to dopamine. And your brain always wants excitement. That's why starting feels amazing. A new routine, a new journal, a new mindset, a new plan. You imagine a better version of yourself and your brain gets excited. But after a few days, reality hits. The work feels slow. The progress feels invisible. Nobody notices your effort. Nothing dramatic happens. And suddenly your brain says, maybe this isn't working. So you quit. Then you start over again next week with another video, another plan, another burst of motivation. And the cycle repeats. Listen carefully. Your problem is not lack of potential. Your problem is distraction. Too much information, too many opinions, too many voices in your head. One person says wake up at 5 a.m., another says sleep more, one says hustle harder, another says slow down and enjoy life. Now your brain is confused. You don't know what to follow anymore. But here's the truth. Nobody knows your life better than you do. You already know what you need to work on. Maybe it's your health. Maybe it's studying. Maybe it's discipline. Maybe it's your mindset. Maybe it's your phone addiction. Maybe it's your environment. Deep down, you already know. You don't need another life hack. You need execution. And if you seriously want to change your life, then stop consuming endless self-help content. Pick one goal. Just one. Not 10 goals. Not a complete life transformation overnight. One thing. And work on it for the next 7 days without overthinking. Think about a racehorse. During a race, they put blinders on the horse so it cannot look left or right. It only focuses forward. That's why it runs fast. You need the same mindset. Stop looking at everybody else. Stop comparing. Stop searching for the perfect strategy every day. Focus on your lane. And most importantly, stop waiting to feel motivated. Motivation is unreliable. Some days you'll feel powerful. Some days you'll feel empty. Some days you'll want to quit everything. That is normal. The people who succeed are not the people who always feel motivated. They are the people who keep going even when they don't feel like it. And let me give you a simple system that can genuinely change your life if you follow it. First, make your goals stupidly simple. Don't make them complicated. If you want to study, start with 20 minutes. If you want to work out, start with 10 push-ups. If you want to write, start with 1 page. Make it so easy that your brain has no excuse to avoid it. Second, remove unnecessary decisions. Do the same task at the same time every day. Don't negotiate with yourself daily. Just do it automatically. Third, track consistency, not perfection. Don't focus on huge results. Focus on whether you showed up today or not. That's it. Because every time you keep a promise to yourself, you build self-respect. And every time you break your word, your brain trusts you a little less. That is why inconsistent people slowly lose confidence in themselves. Not because they are weak, but because they stopped believing their own promises. And finally, accept boredom. Success is not exciting most of the time. The process is repetitive, quiet, slow, sometimes lonely. But that boring consistency is exactly what creates results. You do not need another motivational video after this. You do not need another perfect morning routine. You do not need more information. You need action. So after this video ends, put the phone down, take a notebook, write one goal, create a simple plan, and start today. Not tomorrow, not Monday, not next month. Today. Because the life you want is not hiding inside another video. It is hiding inside your actions. And only you can build it. And before you leave, I want you to do one thing. Go down in the comments and write the one goal you are going to stay consistent with for the next 7 days. Not 10 goals, not a perfect life plan. Just one thing. And if you're serious about changing your life, subscribe to the channel because these videos are not here to entertain you. They are here to push you into action. No fake motivation, no unrealistic advice, just real mindset shifts that actually help you grow. Now close this video, put the phone away, and start working. Your future depends on what you do after this moment.